Howdy, howdy, let's get rowdy. On today's agenda, we are going out to find a real desert oasis. It is the off-road paradise. We heard it's super hidden out here and it's out in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna try our luck at finding it. This place, you may have heard of it. It's called Laser Town. This is our first time attending the King of the Hammers event in Johnson Valley, California. This extremely harsh desert attracts off-roaders from all over the world. For more than 2 weeks, Johnson Valley is built into the largest off-the-grid city to host the most difficult off-road race in the world. KOH is essentially the Burning Man of off-road. Through whispers of the dust, it is said that the owner of LaserNut has built from the dirt up a mirage of an off-road compound. And we are set out to find Laser Town. Out in the middle of nowhere, there's all this stuff out here. We want to check it out. We want to see what's going on. We want to see why in the world someone would come out here out in the middle of absolute nowhere. There's not even cell phone service. Someone would build such a rad compound. We want to see this, if this compound is as rad as they say it is. Let's check it out. A minimum of 40 acres with 8-foot sand wall barriers house all the friends and family of Laser Town. There's a lot of technology put into this area to keep it and the LaserNut community safe and secure. Almost a small-scale Area 51. As we enter the off-road racecourse style driveway, we must find the mastermind behind it all, Cody Wagoneer, to get some insight as to who he is and how this compound came about.
Yeah, so Cody Wagoneer, LaserNut, Laser Town, LaserNut Racing, Laser Town. So Laser Town.
Yeah, how did that start?
Let's see, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, a friend of mine said, hey Cody, you want to be a partner in a piece of private property out in Johnson Valley? And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, there's parcels out there that are privately owned. I had no idea. And I found this 10-acre parcel for $3,200. I'm like, okay, well, how many partners? Oh, there'll be 4 of us, so it'll cost you $800. Like, I guess so. Cool, let's do it. So he did the auction thing. No one else bid against us because no one else knew about it, and we got it for $3,200.
Wow.
Nothing here, with a wash going right down through the middle. And we marked the 4 corners with the survey team. Came out here with some heavy equipment, started moving all the brush off, and it turned into a sand pit. I mean, it was like Calamus. Have you ever been to Calamus?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, do we want to put a fence? And then they weren't really into spending much money. Like, okay, well, what about a berm? You know, I've always seen compounds with these cool berms. So we started just moving all the stuff out and started making a little berm. And it was like a little tiny berm, like it is today. So we did that, brought some water in, made a wagon wheel, and we had private property, put a little gate in, and it was originally called the No Limit Compound. And over the years, partners get different, people change or want different life. Yeah. So 2 of them wanted out because I wanted to keep doing stuff. I loved coming out here, still do love coming out here and enjoying the outdoors. And as I call it, the only freedom you can have in California, because you can pretty much do whatever you want at Laser Town, and knock on wood, haven't gotten to jail yet. So that's good. I bought the 2 partners out, and then I bought the 3rd one out, and now I own 100%. And in the process, there's other land that came for sale, so I bought 10 and another 10 and another 10. So now we have a 40-acre parcel. We had 1 container, and that's where I keep all my crap. And then we come out here and we put tents up. The tents there, you gotta have a tent with carpet and all the stuff. Have 6 guys come out, put the tents up. It was all bitching. We're sitting at the fire. 2 hours later, the tents just blow over. I'm like, you know what, guys? We're not having tents this year. This is dumb. So I bought 2 more containers, and we put up a canopy. And that canopy's been there ever since that year. And then I like water. I live by the water, so I wanted water out here. So that's why we have a pond. Yeah, there's actually over 200 fish in that pond. There's koi fish and goldfish and catfish. It's pretty wild.
Cody says that there's at least 200 fish in here, between koi fish and goldfish and I forget what else he said. That's a lot of fish. This is so cool. Ooh, that one's pretty. Oh yeah, there he is. There's the big boy. Do you think these fish know that they live in the desert?
And then we made hammock land back there. I don't know if you saw that, but it's,
Yeah.
the kids, believe it, the kids love the hammocks.
Oh my gosh, I love hammocks. It's like a big kid feature.
This is what we call hammock land. He's got two of them. He's got one here. He's got one across the way. He says that everyone who has kids, they all come over here and they're just always chilling.
Man, when it's warm out here, I bet this is like the perfect place to sleep.
Right, and then it's got like shade, and it's like shade stars, but rad sponsors.
Oh yeah, I'm a comfy. Comfy, comfy.
That's one of the coolest things about you and Laser Town is how inviting and like open. You make it fun for the people who visit, and it's super kid friendly. It's safe. You have
That's
berms.
the key. I mean, no one driving through your camp, no one parking right next to you. I mean, that's what Laser Town's about. I wanted to make it just work like no other place. You know, it just it's cool. You know, safe. Fun.
One thing LaserNut's really good and Cody Wagoner's really good at is when you come out here, you get the experience, and we've got someone actually over here gonna take a ride in one of the rear steer buggies up the little rock course they have here, and this is like one of those once-in-a-lifetime chances he can come out here and do this. Where dreams come true is the motto of Laser Town, and it's absolutely the truth. As you can see, 14-year-old Charlie got to drive in one of Cody's high-level comp buggies and personally spotted by Cody himself on the Laser Town rock course. This is one of many experiences that are not uncommon here. So cool, man.
The worst part of camping to me, or one of the worst parts, is not knowing if you're going to get a spot, right?
Yeah.
And then who's going to camp next to you, and you know, it's just. I don't know. I have anxiety, you know, for all the years I'm going out.
Right.
You know, like, I gotta leave early to get that spot. So what's cool about this spot is it's here, it's ready to go, and then we decided to build a 3,200 square foot container house out of 10 containers. So we built it all ourselves. I didn't build it. I had guys help me build it. I just had some ideas.
Yeah.
And let alone build a house. I've never built a house, let alone a container house. It was quite an experience.
You said how many containers is it?
10.
And that's not including the shop.
No, that's just the house. It's bigger than my house that I live in.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Well, what I wanted a great room to no one be tripping over each other. You know, if the girls want to dance, I have 2 girls, they can dance. And my wife, if she wants to, you know, entertain in the kitchen with a bar, it just came out really, really well. And then just a place to go and sleep at night, and it's quiet and comfortable, and it just turned out really good.
Yeah.
And you lock it up, you know. That's the biggest thing.
It's like a big safe.
I thought
Like
that
a big
was
safe.
super cool.
Yeah, and then we added, you know, shades, and there's a lot of eclectic, weird stuff that I think is cool. So
We think it's cool
It
too.
is, so I always like weird, cool stuff, and I think you have weird, cool stuff down pat.
yeah,
Like,
I've never been one to get tattoos, and I think this is like my, you know what I mean? It's just like if I were to get, I don't know, I kind of look at it like that. So
Yeah.
because I know if I ever got a tattoo, I would get a lot of tattoos. So that's
Yeah.
what I never have.
Right.
Futures for Laser Town.
Yeah, that's a good question.
We're working on permits. We've been working on it for 3 years. We did it with no permits. I didn't think it'd be a big deal, but someone was jealous and called code enforcement 12 times. You know, when we first was putting it in, and we're gonna get permits. We're gonna get power. We're working on power. Right now,
So-
we're completely off the grid.
So you're all generator or
All
solar?
generators, solar, and
Oh,
batteries.
both.
We're
Oh.
everything. Because living off the grid sounds really cool.
Sounds cool for
It's-
sure.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. I mean, batteries go bad, inverters go bad, generators don't run. It's a cloudy day and there's no sun. I mean, it's always something. We've made it work. We've learned a lot. I love learning, so that was cool. But I'd love to have power, or at
It'd
least
just be nice to have like
yeah,
proper power.
just have proper power and not have to worry about if the generator's going to shut off in the middle of the night and you're going to, get cold.
Before we get out of Cody's hair, we have to do one final thing. Leave our mark by leaving a signature in something we're known for saying. Comment below what you think Jess and I are going to put down as our known sayings.
Slab City almost. Like, you can do whatever you want here. Within reason, obviously. Guns N' Roses.
We don't wanna give nothing. I'm a Gemini, she's a Scorpio, but that don't cross the line when we on the cardio.
The artwork around here is amazing. I think one of my favorite things about the artwork is the big flowers. They're so cool.
All right, we literally found the desert oasis out here. It is not a mirage. This laser town is 100% real and here. So all those legends you heard are true. And it is full of cool water ponds with koi, catfish, and everything you could imagine in here. Not sure if you should swim in it. Cody will probably have your head if you do. But it is full of cool stuff like this. There's shops, there's buildings, there's his safe house, which is literally a house that's made out of Connex boxes that is reinforced like a safe. It's insane. And it's just full of epic off-roaders, from trophy trucks to rock crawlers to Ultra 4 cars to razors, you name it. He's got the gamut of people out here and everyone's having a good time. And it's just one of those really cool places that off-roaders can come out and do their thing in their own desert oasis of paradise. Best way to support this channel is by giving the subscribe button a little skiddly do, diddling that notification bell, giving this video the fat finger, and leaving a dirty little comment below. As always, thanks for wheeling with us.